Hey, good morning from Southern California. So I'm over here in, hello, I have a fan here. So I'm here in Southern California and I'm at our group field trip location and waiting. And so I had a question for you because recently I've had a couple clients with adolescent dogs. Adolescent dogs are from the age of maybe like 4 to 6 months to about 2 years. And so the question I have is, once they get past that first couple of months with you, have they turned into a Tasmanian devil where they're from like 0 to 100 miles per hour and nothing in between? Oh my gosh, you know what? That stage in their life is, say the least, a very difficult period for a lot of pet parents. So that's okay. It's quite normal. And so I'm here to just talk about that for a second here. So is anyone tuning in? If you are, where are you tuning in from? And what is your dog's name? Let's see. So I'm here at our group field trip, and I just wanted to kind of explain how you get through this period with your teen dog. So who am I? My name is Linda Kwan, and I am the owner and trainer at WowBowWow. We specialize in working with pet parents with, the young dogs, puppies up to about 2 years old. Now, granted, saying that, I have worked with pet parents with more mature dogs, but that's our specialty, younger dogs, to help the pet parents understand their pup so training becomes easier. So there's 3 things I want to talk to you about in regards to your dog who may be a Tasmanian devil that goes from 0 to 100 all the time, or maybe stay at 100 all the time. Okay, so exercise is fine. Exercising your dog. A lot of people think they need to over-exercise their dog, and there's nothing wrong with exercise. But the problem is, don't overdo it because their bones are maturing, and the growth plates are not set yet. And if you overwork them, exercise them, you can damage them. So, exercise, moderate levels, not so much jumping around in that early months is best. Okay, but saying that, you still have this crazy dog, right? So you need to figure out what to do to help them learn maybe a little bit of impulse control and learn when it's appropriate to be like happy, excited, maybe 75% excitement, not 100. Like, for example, when you're playing, that's fine. When they see you, of course they're happy, right? But learning how to calm themselves down is key. So I'm going to say this once. What they do mostly is who they're going to be, okay? So that's what I mean by if you over-exercise them and, always in play mode, they're going to be like that majority of the time then. They're going to continue to be like that. So what you want to teach them is maybe like for us, when we go to bed, we know the bed is like mentally, we associate that with relaxing, right? So for them, the same thing with their bed. When we go to a spa, the minute we walk in, we register, we kind of like mentally start calming down. So you want your dog to associate a couple of spots in your house to be their place to relax, whether it's a bed or a room, right? Does that make sense? So the more they are in those kind of state of mind, the more they will become that kind of dog. So keep that in mind. Now, so I've heard it called, settling, boundary games. There's different kinds of concepts around that, but basically associating a couple of places to be, calm and to learn that that's where they need to go to, when you ask them to, and when they get there, to be calm. So second thing is, do you know when they get excited about or what they get excited about? Like, for example, it could be like certain incidences throughout the week or during the day. Like, for example, like once a week the garbage man comes, and that could be a big deal for your dog. Or once a day the mailman comes, and that's like, a moment of like being 100, right? 100 miles, like, it's like this. So when you can anticipate when they're going to be coming around, you can help them go to that spot. And I'm going to add a asterisk here. So smelling, licking, chewing, those can help your dog calm down. So, consider having those kind of things around the times, maybe when the mailman comes or when the garbage truck comes on that week. So settling in a place where they associate it with relaxing, giving them opportunities and things to do to relax is great. Now the second thing, we don't do this as human beings. To proactively reward and praise your dog when they're calm during the day. And so I'm going to give you this challenge. 10 times in each day, 10 times each day, whenever you see your dog in that mode of relaxation, say good boy or good girl. And you can give them a treat or praise, but rewarding that, they will in turn, realize that that's what you prefer them doing. So be proactive and do that. So that's number 2. And number 3 is when, like, for example, if they're like, do you have this kind of dog? Do you have that dog that gets really excited when people come to the house, or really excited when you're out and about walking and they want to meet everyone or meet that dog? So preventing them from getting to that point is the third thing that I want to emphasize. So, proactively reinforcing the calmness, setting up an area where they associate with calmness, and then eventually you start teaching the go there when someone comes to the house and things like that, right? But starting to associate that place. And like the third one I mentioned again is basically, trying to prevent that kind of behavior, okay? So those are the 3 tips I have. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for joining me this morning. And if you have a dog that is that I described in my live today, let me know in the chat. Put in the chat, that's my dog. My dog, it gets really excited, overly excited when the mailman comes. That's my dog that gets overly excited when they see other people on the streets and want to go say hello to them. Okay? So have a great Saturday, and I'll see you Tuesday.